Hello. So, in the school bus. It's hot. There, Dakota. There's Dakota. There's Dakota. There's Dakota. There's Dakota. All right, slow down. There's no AC in the school bus. I thought there was, so I bought a big can of Freon because I thought, oh, maybe it's out of Freon. No, there's no AC compressor. So, that kind of sucks. So I've got my fan blowing on me, which is, it's kind of like a hair dryer. Um, but yeah. So I'll wait for a few more people to show up. Hey, how's it going, Gray? Just chilling in the school bus. Hey, Jamie, how's it going, brother? Yeah, I got quite a bit accomplished today. A lot more than I thought I was going to be honest with you. Um, I tried unbolting the seats, and to be honest with you, to do it by yourself, it's impossible. Excuse me, that, and I couldn't find the bolt heads, or the nuts rather, because the entire bottom of this bus is actually spray foam insulation, which is nice because I don't have to tear the floor up to add insulation. So real excited about that. Um, there's a lip where the seats bolt on, which is nice because a lot of people doing these conversions is they tear the ceiling all off, the walls, they tear everything off, and they tear out the little bit of insulation in there, and then they re-insulate over it, and they frame the bus. Well, that 1-inch lip, I can do all that and dual insulate it. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I ended up cutting off the how's it going, Ashley? I ended up cutting off the hi, Dad. The poles that come down where it bolted to. Hi, Jamie. I cut them off there, and then I'm going to take my grinder with the cutoff wheel and cut at an angle and pop the bolt heads out, pop them through, or I might just put caulk over top of them if they don't fall out, because that sealer foam holds them in there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with that, and then I'm gonna eventually put linoleum down over top of the floor and it's gonna be like I believe the color was aged birch or something like that. It was a light color, which I liked because you want it as light as possible in here. So I'm going to get some of those furring strips, I believe is how you pronounce it, and frame everything to, if you see right there, hi Catherine, guapa, see right there, I think that's where all the wirings ran for everything. Regardless if it isn't, it's actually hollow right there, and I'm going to take that off, and that's where I'm going to run all the wiring for the lights, the USB plugs, the light switches, everything is going to be ran in those. Get down, Goofy. So I've got power to everything, and I figured out where I'm going to put the bed, the wall, the bunk beds, the table, the bathroom, everything. I got all that stuff figured out, which is nice. What else? I'm going to leave all the windows in for now. Down the road, I might do a roof raise. I have not decided yet, to be honest with you. It's a lot of money to do that. You're looking at over $5,000 just in steel right now, because the steel price is just outrageous. So I'm not going to do that for now, which is fine, because I can stand up in here. Yeah, exactly. I can stand up in here and my head doesn't touch. So I'm good. Get down. I'm 6'2", so like I literally just touched the roof kind of thing, or the ceiling. Um, so yeah, getting all that stuff done. The speakers are horrible in here, so I think I'm gonna eventually get some upgraded speakers off Amazon to replace them. There's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like. Yeah, there's 6 speakers, so eventually I'll replace those so it sounds a little bit better. I'll put a better radio in here too, one that I can plug my phone into, or one that has Bluetooth, so I can listen to music without annoying commercials played every 5 seconds. All kinds of cool stuff. The Webasto heater, I don't know if I just did something wrong or what, but I haven't seemed to. I tried getting that working today just because I wanted to test it, and I couldn't get that figured out. Light came on and everything, but that was it. So I got the book for it. I'm going to read up on it a little bit more, make sure I'm doing everything right. There's also 2 bus heaters, I guess you could call them. And so I'm going to box those in because there's no real, it's just 2 fans over top of the radiators, and that only works when the engine's running. So I'll have heat, like if we're driving somewhere in the wintertime, we'll have heat and stuff like that. I'm not obviously not going to leave it running. But great fuel mileage. I drove about 315 miles and burned a half a tank. It's a 60-gallon tank. If somebody wants to do the math and tell me how many miles a gallon I'm getting. All kinds of buttons and switches for the interior lights. I'm going to leave the existing interior lights, I think. Yep, it's got a block heater, and that Webasto heater too, if I can get that thing figured out, actually circulates the coolant in the engine as it's running. So it acts like kind of like a little diesel furnace, and it heats the engine. So that's awesome. I'll never ever have a cold start. You know, if I go out camping somewhere, I can just leave that thing on and leave it cycle. And yeah, I watched one guy did a video on one, and he burnt about almost a half a gallon in a 24-hour period. Barely used any of the battery juice either, which was nice. Excuse me. So I did order all the electrical stuff. I've got all the paneling already. I've got enough 2x4s to build the wall and maybe the bottom bunk bed. Another thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to repurpose those cushions off of the bus seats. I'm going to build a couch out of that, and then I've got 2 of the seats, one right behind me. I'm going to have to get somebody over here to help me unbolt them. And I've got one in place. I'm going to use that for the dining room table or kitchen table, whatever you want to call it. I was looking at the pre-made fiberglass shower stalls. They're expensive. So I priced out, because I like, one of my weird things I know how to do is I'm really good at doing tiling. So I think I'm just going to tile the shower. And then for the bottom, I was looking at these tiles that are they're rocks basically, because the last thing you want to do is slip and fall. So I think I'm going to get those. They got some that are fairly flat, so you're not like hurting your feet or anything like that, but I want grip on the bottom. I don't want to put shiny tile down there and slip and fall and go through the wall or something like that. So yeah, I got that figured out. I got all that stuff in my shopping cart, everything I need to more or less finish the build, not completely, but you know, get a really good head start on it. It's around $500 already, so I got to save up to get that stuff. What else? I decided I'm gonna put my wood stove in the back of the bus in the bedroom, because the way I designed that, it's gonna fit a queen size bed, and I'll have enough room for a dresser. The main drinking water storage tank will be stored under the bed, and I'll have a little storage box in the back where you can open up the back door and get in there to get a garden hose, extension cords, whatever you need. That's all going to go back there, and there'll be a little bed down there for Dakota. I'm gonna have that wood stove in there, and then I'm gonna put like one of those 12-volt exhaust fans. Yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna put one of those 12-volt exhaust fans in there to suck out the excess heat and kind of blow it up towards here. You know, keep the. Wait, what are you doing, goofball? Here, you want outside? There you go. She wants on my lap, but I won't let her. There, go. Goofy dog. Anyway, so that'll help force the heat to heat the bunk bed area and the bathroom and up here a little bit, because that little wood stove cooks out some or puts out some heat. So I'll be roasting in there. I'm gonna leave at least one, maybe two windows accessible in my bedroom area. All the windows are tinted, but I'm gonna put some more tint on them. I want some weirdo looking at me. And then there'll be a window next to the couch, a window in front of the sink, and probably a window over by the little breakfast table, dinner table, lunch table thing. And maybe a window in the bathroom, but definitely some kind of an exhaust fan. You know, because I don't want that excess moisture from the shower and stuff. I'm gonna get I've been watching a lot of these Skoolie builds, and some people use a regular little tiny water heater, and I'm just going to get a point of use one. I found a propane point of use. It's 2.2 gallons a minute, which would be plenty to do dishes, plenty to do take a quick shower. Runs off propane, so that'll be for the all the hot water in the deal. And for anybody that don't know, it's you turn the water on, it lights, heats the water up, and that'll be plenty enough for that. I got to get 2 holding tanks, gray water and black water. I'm actually contemplating repurposing plastic 55-gallon drums for those, because an actual tank is really expensive, and a 55-gallon drum would be plenty. Hey, what's going on, DVs? And yeah, I want an air horn. So my drive home was scary. I had no brakes, basically. I mean, there was enough where if I slammed on the pedal, it would eventually stop, and I had the emergency brake. But that was a long drive. So I got the brake line and stuff. I gotta fix all that yet. I gotta get somebody here to help me bleed the brakes, because it's 37 feet long. So it's kind of hard to push the pedal and watch the bleeder all at the same time. I do have to take like the stop sign off and emergency lights and all that stuff, or whatever they're called. Can't have those. And down the road, I would love to get some kind of an air conditioner for this thing, because it does get warm. So yeah, I got to get that figured out. What else? Oh, you guys want to see the progress? Let me see if I can. Oop. There it is. So that's what I've gotten done so far. Nope, I chased them all away. So that seat right there. Yep, I will have solar panels. So above me and through that emergency exit there, I'm going to build a deck up there. That's a thing that people do with these. Gives you a little bit of privacy. You can go sit up there and stargaze, feed the bears, hide from zombies, whatever. Where'd dog go? But yeah, so that's there she is. Something I'll be doing there. And then the back half, I'll have solar panels. I'm gonna buy, I think, just 3 separate batteries. to power everything, and the solar panels would be hooked to those and the existing batteries just to keep them kind of trickle charged. That way I don't, I don't get stranded out in the woods, basically. Um, so, I tweaked my back today. Throwing these chairs out, so a little bit stiff. There we go. Okay, let me turn the camera around here. Let me turn the camera around. Oh, there we go. So this is one seat I'm going to save. That's the other seat. That's where the breakfast table is going to go. Excuse me. I'm going to make it so it can fold down into a bed. And then that little partition deal and that little partition deal I'm going to remove and build 2 half walls so you can put like a child gate there to keep somebody in the back. This will be gone. That'll be over here for the breakfast table. Right there is going to be the couch. It'll be 76 inches, and then however big the couch is. Eventually I'll have some kind of a TV there for entertainment. This is those heaters. I think I'm going to take and spin this 180 and then duct it so it blows out right here and just kind of heats this whole area when we're driving. Watch out, Goofy. That's where the bunk beds will end. I don't know that I'll be able to get 3 of them, but I'll be able at least to get 2 of them here. And then the bathroom will be right here. Excuse me. Shower's going to be down in this hole. The toilet's going to be up here and raised up a little bit, so you kind of step up in there, and then that way it'll go down into the black water, which that'll be the only thing on the black water tank. And then the shower and the kitchen sink will run to the gray water tank. And then right here, that's where the wall is going to be, and that piece of tape is where the edge of the bed's going to be. So, hey, how's it going, Psycho? Right here is going to be where the wood stove is going to be, and it'll be exhausted out through the hole saw and the stove jack and everything for that. And then this other heater, I might just leave it where it's at, box it in, and clean that filter. Actually, I'm going to try to get some different filters that I can change out. And I'm going to box it in because right there, the heat will come out and heat everything up. I got to figure out some kind of locking mechanism for the door. So like when I'm in here sleeping, somebody don't come in there. And then I think I'm going to leave all these existing lights on, or hooked up rather. And then I bought these little tiny LED lights that recess, so they'll run down the center of the bus, and they'll all have their own separate switches. Like the living room, I'll probably have 3 or 4, maybe even 5 lights in here, and then the rest will be that way. And they'll all have their own switch. And then the bunk beds will have USB chargers for the kids' phones. I might even put like a little cubby hole in there so they can sit their phone and watch Netflix or whatever if they want to. And they'll have a light too. All that fun jazz. As far as the windows, I think I'm just going to cover them ones up. And it'll help keep some of that heat out of there. I got to replace these speakers. I think these are, 5-inch speakers, something like that. And so much garbage and stuff in here. I found a bunch of quarters. I got to clean all that stuff out. And then, as you can see here, I just cut those off. So I got to take and cut those bolt heads off so I can pop them up and then seal all them holes. So, yeah, it's definitely coming along. There's all the seats. There's the seat cushions I saved. There I am. But yeah, as you can see, my hair just touches the top of this. So I don't have to crunch too much. Once I insulate it, it's going to be down an inch, so it'll probably be hunched a little bit. But that's fine. Oh, let's sit down. I feel like I'm old today. So, but yeah, as you can see also, the windows are tinted. It don't show up that great on the phone. What? Get down, Goofy. So, yeah, it's really coming along. Oh, there's also, there's some storage. Oops, sorry. Holding the phone wrong. Rookie. There's some storage up here. Which is just like, that's the bra for the front there in the wintertime. There's a spare belt. I think those little triangle things. Yeah. There's a screwdriver, some toilet paper, some other random stuff. I do want to put a backup camera on here. I'd actually like to put cameras all the way around. Oh, my lawnmower. There's a cheap first aid kit too. I got 2 fans for my air conditioning. But yeah, so I'm not positive if I'm going to leave the door on. I have seen where a lot of people replace those with like actual RV doors. So I might end up doing that. Hey, Dub, how's it going, brother? Yeah, I might end up doing that. Just because there's issues with that scissors door thing. People can break in. So actually, there's a couple that built one of these, and somebody broke in and stole a bunch of their stuff, like a bunch. And I'm not sure what's in here. I think that might be for the access for the lights. What are you going to do with the windows? I'm just going to cover them up. I don't really see, because they will be covered with foam board insulation. I don't really see the point of taking them out right now. If steel wasn't so expensive, I'd take them out and I'd weld some steel in there, but it's just, that's out of the question right now. That stuff's way too expensive. So I'm just going to cover them up. I'm going to leave a few accessible for now. I'll close them up good and maybe even put a bead of caulk around them to make sure they stay sealed and no air or moisture gets in. And then, down the road, we'll see. I might raise the roof down the road. I have not decided. If I do, I'd like to go up about a foot or so. Just give me a little bit more headroom. There, I can stand right here perfectly fine. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Yeah, it's in awesome shape. It's in really good shape. But, so, yeah, I'll have all the windows the way they are. Probably the emergency windows, I'll probably leave those ones open. So you can jump out if you have to. I might scrape the stickers off, though. So, yeah, you guys want to hear it run again? Oh, you went and dove in your water, didn't you, goofy dog? This thing purrs like a kitten. Yeah, it's a really good engine. This thing runs like a champ too. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a really good engine. It's got Allison transmission. I'm not sure which model. I know there's some like everybody's like, oh, stay away from those. They suck. It's got 181,000, almost 182,000 now. And it's nice. It's got heated mirrors, heated windshield wipers. It's got this cool little mirror right here so I can see behind me. Like they call that a rear view mirror. It's got this neat little visor. Yeah, so it's coming along. Definitely coming along. I've seen where people have covered the steps with wood and stuff like that, but I haven't decided that I'm going to do that. Yeah, so I actually got on the internet, of all places, and they have 32-inch flat screen LED 1080p 12-volt TVs. So I think I'm eventually going to get one that are cheap too. It was like $350. I figured something like that would be like $1,000. But we got really good reviews and everything like that. So down the road, eventually I'll get one of those and get like a Roku stick or something like that to plug into it. So I can watch Netflix and stuff when I'm bored. Oh, what else? I have not decided what color I'm gonna paint it. I wish I was really like an artist kind of thing, because I would love to do a mural on the exterior of the bus of like the woods and stuff like that, camping. And then I want to get a big Ryan Outdoors logo sticker to stick on the hood. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, thank you. But now she's coming along. It's got little things to do here and there. You know, I watched a couple of these videos and people are like, "Hey, yeah, we're doing a Skoolie build on a budget," and they still spend like 10 or 15 grand. It's like, that's a budget? Holy smokes! I'm gonna try to do this on a super duper extreme budget and try to do it for under like $300. So wish me luck. I'm gonna keep all the mirrors and stuff like that. Those will all stay on here, but I do gotta paint it. I gotta get some acetone and some other stuff and do all the paint. And then I think by law I've got to paint it. So I'll get that done eventually. I'm not really gonna do anything up front here. I've seen where some people have made like goofy storage and stuff. I'm not gonna worry about any of that. Yeah, it'd be basically just like this. Just a house back there. So, yeah, really super excited. You know, another thing I've seen too is people buy those lithium ion batteries, which are great for solar generators and solar power and whatever. Those things are $800 each. So, yeah, that's out of the question. I don't need to run a full-size washing machine in here. So, even if I was living in it, I'd wash my clothes in the sink or go to the laundromat and hang them to dry. So yeah, I'm everything's going to be 12 volt. I will probably run some 120 in case, you know, like I go to a actual campground or something like that and I want to plug in, you know, I could run an AC and stuff. I want to get a three-way refrigerator, but they're almost $1,000. So I'm thinking just a 12 volt one or just a propane one, but even those are $500. So yeah, that's gonna be stuff down the road. I wish I could find just an old junk camper that had all that stuff in it that still worked. That right? Maybe I'll put the jacuzzi on the roof with the deck. You know, I just I don't want to I don't want to I forgot what I was saying. Jesus. Until my medication's wearing off. So I'm just gonna get a little fridge for now. I would love to find that's what I was saying. I'd love to find a camper with all of that stuff in it that still worked, you know, because like even an oven, you're looking at $600-700 for just a little teeny tiny oven. I did find a 2-burner propane thing, which would be more than enough for me. Yeah, I got that steam bake oven, so if I wanted to make like biscuits and gravy or something like that, I could, or cornbread. But so I seen a 4-burner that somebody locally was selling. I got to contact them, see if it's still available. If it is, I might go get it sometime this week. They wanted like $75 for it. Seems like a pretty good deal as long as it works. You know, that's the thing is, you know, it doesn't really work. So I got to do that. I got to run all the propane lines. So I still got to order that stuff. It's going to be a while. You know, I could probably get it campable. campable. That sounds like a word. You know, in a couple of weeks or so. But to be totally finished, that's going to be probably wintertime if I'm lucky. I do got one video. I use 24-inch gas range. Yeah, even those are really expensive. One, they're hard to come by around here. But you're still looking at around the $300 to $600 range. Everybody wants gold for everything right now. I don't know why, but I do have one video that's going to be released Wednesday, and that will show you guys everything doing so far. All the electrical stuff will be here Tuesday, so I'll be doing another video throughout the week, doing all the electrical work and stuff, and stuff like that. It's going to be super duper hot here. They're calling supposed to be in the 90s and hundreds like the next week and a half or some crap. So it's going to be really super hot. Yeah, Whistle's bus had AC. But, oh well, down the road, I suppose. What is this? I don't know what this is for. I don't know what that is for. But there's a couple of them in here. So, but yep, it's coming along. Oh yeah, yeah. I would love to take it camping by, I don't know, probably a month or two down the road. I would love to be able to take this thing camping and then go from there. I want to get LED light bar for the front and LED light bar for the back, so I don't back into anything. And backup camera. And I like I said, I'd love to get like surround cameras and put a little monitor or something like that, like right here in front of me, so I can like watch everything around me, so I don't like side swipe somebody or anything. So, you know, the deck on top, that might not be this year, that might be next year that gets done. I got a really good idea on how to mount it, but we'll get there when it happens. I want to get the electrical ran because that way I can start putting the paneling up. And once I get the paneling up, I can install all the lights. They'll be working off the existing batteries for now. Actually, they're right here. Just because it's batteries are still expensive. You know, they're $200 each. And my dad was telling me about some that I think he said that are around 100 each, but I can't remember what he said. So I'll have to ask him again. But yeah, I want to get 3 more batteries just to power everything, and a couple of solar panels to power those. I'll also have my little solar generator. Yeah, I can throw that solar panel up here in the window or out on the hood if it's parked in the sun or whatever. I want to do that. I want to get a couple more of those USB fans, like that one I've got. That works really good. So that way I'm not sweltering when I'm camping. It's a hot, strange year this year. But yeah, everything is coming along. You know. So real excited. I gotta get all those bolt heads cut off and all those things removed. I did price out linoleum. I'm looking at about $200 for that. And I'm gonna get it wide enough so I can go up the side of the wall. Probably about 3-4 inches in case something spills. It doesn't like run over to the edge and seep into the floor or the wall or anything like that. I can kind of just mop it up and sweep it out here. So I got to get all that done. I got to get the barrels, the holding tank. So yeah, this might cost a couple of grand to do, but you know, I was originally looking at RVs. Well, the problem is an RV in my price range, the roof was hanging down to here because of water damage. It's basically junk. or you can spend a lot of money to fix it. And my dad actually suggested a school bus, and I went, yeah, that's a great idea. So, and I stumbled across the whole Skoolie thing and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, should be pretty cool when it's done. I'm hoping next spring to meet up with Dub in Michigan, and him and I can go camping in this beast and go pick some fresh morel mushrooms. Maybe saute some of them and grill a couple of good steaks. But so yeah, it's coming along. Hopefully you guys enjoy the journey. Whew. Holy smokes, it's hot. So you guys got any questions or anything? Excuse me. So yeah, it'll be really nice having that wood stove in the back too, because that's where I'll be sleeping, and it'll keep it nice and toasty in there. I like the dual insulation by not tearing the existing insulation out. I think that's a good idea. I haven't seen anybody do that. Yeah, I am too. Once I get it turned into an RV, I got to get it registered as an RV, then I can get it insured. So yeah, I got to get that done. I got to get that brake line fixed as soon as I can get somebody over here to give me a hand. And then, yeah, if I end up not being able to make it to the Philippines this year, I'm going to take a road trip somewhere, test the old girl, see how she does. So, but all right, I'm starting to lose my voice already. I've been doing a lot of talking the last week between live streams and videos and work and on the phone and everything else. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching. The video will be up Wednesday, and then I'll have another video up, I don't know, Friday or Saturday, and just keep doing that here on and out. When it cools back down, I'd like to get out and do another video, some reviews and stuff like that. It's just so freaking hot, and they've got me working the weekends right now, which is nice because that'll help with the school bus build. But yeah, so all right, thanks for watching, you guys. There we go.